And even if he played it in the middle, it wouldn't have done that good. This is going to rage up the Inferno Dragon, and it's going to rage up the Lumberjack. How is he supposed to defend that? It's done. It's done. Tower's done. Tower's GG's. Basically. In all my years of playing Clash Royale, I have never seen a deck with this much DPS in my entire life. If you don't know what DPS is, it just stands for damage per second. The whole idea of this deck is kind of insane. You just have the Rune Giant, and you have a bunch of high DPS units that synergize with the Rune Giant to just overwhelm your opponents. It's essentially the newest generation of bridge spam. Imagine any of the cards in this deck, raged up, boosted by the Rune Giant, just going at your opponent's tower. It is genuinely just a nightmare to defend. And this deck is truly the definition of one push is all that it takes. And I know it probably sounds like I'm just gassing it up, but trust me, it is so good. But I know you can't take my word for it, because it's like I always say, talk is cheap. So come along for the ride, and I will show you how to cook your opponents with this deck. Into our first match of the video with this Mega Knight Rune Giant deck. I don't really know what this deck archetype classifies as. It truly is a Rune Giant deck. Like, we're going to throw up the good luck. I mean, every single card in your deck synergizes around the Rune Giant. So you're really just Rune Giant bridge spam, I guess is what you would classify it as. I don't really know if it has an official classification. With the hand that I have right now, I don't know if I really want to play anything. But, you know, for the purpose of the video, you might catch me. I'll cycle my Mega Knight. Nice. Kind of good timing. He felt like he wanted to cycle his log as well, so mutually decent timing. Okay, Hunter's going to make light work of the Mega Knight, though, so we'll see. Hunter, log, could be RG. Not 100% sure. Yeah, that Fisherman's definitely RG, so it's going to be Royal Giant. He just uses E-Spirit, so I'm just going to cycle my Inferno Dragon, just to kind of say, hey, this lane's closed for business. Don't bother pushing in this lane. We'll see. I feel like, I feel like, what's it called? RG is like really boosted. Like, it's not boosted, but it's just really good. It's really strong. We're gonna continue to pressure. Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably gonna fish boy this, so we're gonna get ready, and we're actually gonna rage this up to hopefully hit skeletons or something like that. And we're probably gonna end up taking his tower, maybe even both towers here. Yeah, I was gonna say my man needs to defend. All right, we're gonna go Inferno Dragon here, and hopefully save our tower. So that was really good recognition that it was kind of a good idea to apply pressure, and now we're in a really good situation. Because he's going to have to commit a decent amount of elixir to try and take our right side tower. You can see he even gave us the, hog emote at the game, like maybe like, what deck are you running? Hopefully this takes care of the Hunter. I think it will. Yes, it does. Awesome. We're going to go Rune Giant here. I really want him to have to spend on this tower to the point where, like, if he goes in hard, we can kind of just take their tower. We're going to go like this because Lumberjack's going to DPS this down and it's going to get boosted. We can even go for like a double raged up Lumberjack, potentially. Look at this Lumberjack just going in. We're going to do this. Try and get the Lumberjack onto the tower. Oh, he felt the kite. Oh, come on. No. Nice. Look at the Lumberjack. Look at the Lumberjack. And that RG is just getting straight bullied, dude. Oh, my glob. Okay. Huge damage. Huge damage. Okay, we're going to go Rune Giant like this. And I can even just go Inferno Dragon here. He doesn't have anything great he can play on the Inferno Dragon. Wow, I guess he can play the Hunter. That was really well played, but yeah, let's go Lumberjack to block the Hunter. Otherwise, it's going to get too much damage. Nice. Pop this ability. And if he goes with an RG, it's going to get hit by the ability, and we can just pop a Mega Knight on it. Alright. I think we're going to lose our tower here, but in a two-tower situation, like, we're going to be okay. Let's see what he does. This actually might pull in the Rune Giant. Let's go in with the Lumberjack. Let's just keep spamming him. I think if we spam him, it'll be awkward for him to defend. Let's go like this. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have a rage like stack right now, so I can't really go for a boosted up Lumberjack like I really want to. I don't think it's going to get any damage on the tower. Okay. I'm going to go like this just to like make sure. Yeah, I was going to say if he goes with RG in the pocket, this will push it back. So he just committed so much elixir, and there's pretty much no way that he's going to be able to defend this counter push. So we're going to go Rune Giant like this. We're just going to spam him. Cool. Mighty Miner's going to do a great job. We're going to get a nice rage onto everything. Rage arrows is going to clean up this game. So GG to that RG player. I think they played okay, but I feel like we pretty much won the game in single elixir. So we're going to give him the good game, even though he gave us the good luck. And we're going to see you in the next match. All right, next match here. I think one of the great things about this deck, too, is the surprise factor, because it's kind of a new deck archetype because of the Evo Lumberjack, because of the Rune Giant, that people don't see it, and they don't immediately know what you're running. Like, I've seen it, I've been playing it off recording, and they're like, it takes them a little while to figure out, like, what exactly are you running? What is your win condition? And You know, having that as a surprise factor is really, really nice. I'm going to cycle my Mega Knight here. I don't know if it's advisable. I could have cycled a Rage, but in general, it's never a bad thing to try and get to your evolutions, but he's going to be able to defend this really easily. Recruits are probably one of my least favorite deck archetypes to play against, so I'm going to go Arrows, take care of the Firecracker, and it's going to help out. Now he actually needs to spend more on the Mega Knight. Oh, we're going to Rage it up, and that's going to do significant damage onto the tower, hopefully. I don't think he can activate King Tower. Nice, that's huge. I kind of want him to overspend. Okay, wait, hear me out. Because he overspent on that side, I think if we go in with the Lumberjack... Okay, he spent a lot. I think if we go in with the Lumberjack, this should be, like, hella awkward for him to defend. Like, really, look at this. All they had was a Tombstone. And even if he played it in the middle, it wouldn't have done that good. This is going to Rage up the Inferno Dragon, and it's going to Rage up the Lumberjack. How is he supposed to defend that? It's done. It's done. Tower's done. Tower's GG's. basically. I mean, I'm gonna show you all how to defend, obviously, because that's really important. You want to make sure you're able to defend it, but it's just so awkward. It is so awkward to defend, and that's why I think, you know, this deck is on the come up. Alrighty. See what they do here. I mean, I'm just kind of gonna chill. I'll like cycle some of my 4 elixir cards, but I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent legit just gave up after that start. Yeah. Dude, my opponent just gave up. Oh my gosh. I kind of feel bad, low-key, but it's not like this deck is that boost. It's just good, and it's just awkward to defend against. Anyway, my opponent gave up. So, satisfying second match. If you don't like playing against recruits, I'm going to hold that W, and I'm going to see you in the next game. Alright, into our next match here against this player. And I'm having so much fun, like, playing this deck. Like, it's really cool. It's really unique. Sometimes I can catch myself in, like, an awkward cycle, but all in all, it's, like, really enjoyable to play. Archers, whenever I see Archers split at the start of a game, it usually means Expo, but that's not the case today because he's running Poison and very few, if any decks, Expo decks run Poison, so we're going to let him get his Poison value and eat a little Archer on the opposite side, trying to figure out what the rest of the deck is. Could be Recruits, could be like Spam, truthfully, I'm not really sure. We're going to go like this. He's going to take care of the Mega Minion while the Rune Giant takes. He might spend something else to like protect this. He actually does, and we're just going to go Arrows. Kind of to cycle, and nice. My Inferno Dragon is still boosted, which is awesome. Now I can cycle and easily get to my Evo Lumberjack, and hopefully this tanks for the Inferno Dragon. Oh, that was interesting. Wow, that was really interesting. Okay. Look at that Inferno Dragon. That Inferno Dragon took out everything. Okay, because we're up in Elixir, I'm going to cycle a Mega Knight. So now we're going to be in a position where we're going to have our Evo Mega Knight, and we're going to have our Evo Lumberjack and cycle at the same time. So that's great. All right. I think I'm just going to let this go. I mean, at the end of the day, if he activates King Tower, I don't care that much with my deck. See what he does. Yeah, he just... Yeah, goes Barbarians. That's going to eat up my Mega Knight. Well played. I didn't expect anything from that push. Like I said, it was kind of just a cycle or whatever. You know, I didn't have crazy ambitions for that. I'm going to go Mighty Miner last second. Really just trying to get to the point where both of my Evos are in hand. I do need to watch out for Evo Archers, but I have Arrows. So, yeah. I'll just Rage this up. And we're going to set up for a really large push here with our Rune Giant in the back. We have both of our Evos in hand. He pumps up. I think we're just going to take his tower, I think is what we're going to do instead. I think that was a really interesting time to pump up, knowing that I have both Evos in hand. I don't know how much I agree with that pump, but I'm not him. He's him. All right, we have Arrows ready for the Evo Archers when they come down. Okay, never mind, they don't come down, so we're just going to wait. And probably take his tower on that side and probably destroy his entire Golem, which is crazy to me, but... I don't know, that's this deck, man. Evil Lumberjack's gonna fall, and then it's gonna lock onto the tower, and we're gonna wait, and we're gonna Rage. And we're gonna get another Lumberjack down as well. We're gonna Arrows onto everything, and... Yeah. So well played by us, man. Like, no glaze. Like, we just played that really, really well, I feel like. Granted, this deck is crazy. Like, obviously, a lot of it is the deck, but... A lot of it is how we played. So, GG's that Golem player. I'm not a fan of Golem decks, and so it's nice to just absolutely destroy them. So, GG's, that was satisfying. I'll catch you in the next match. Alright, up here against this player. So far, so good. I mean, I'm really liking this deck. It's just so different. It's so different from anything that I played, and I don't want that to sound repetitive, but as someone who's been playing Clash as long as me, like, it's nice to see a change of pace. Looks like we're going to be up here against Logbait. Logbait pretty good. I mean, a really good Logbait player, I feel like you can win any match. So we'll see. We'll see what we'll be able to do here. I'm just going to go Mega Knight in the middle to cycle. I also kind of want to see what his building situation is, like if he has a building or not. So we're going to go, yeah, he does. He does have a building. He's got the Inferno Tower. So it's going to be an easy defense for him, and we're going to need to play around that a lot in this game. All right. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to wait. We're going to go E-Wiz. That's like a pretty decent timing. I know you can do it a little better and take less damage, but in general, I want to be defending with troops if I can, and kind of saving my arrows for offense is a lot of times what I want the move to be. And unfortunately, we did not get our Mighty Miner down in time, so like if you look at my hand, I don't want to play arrows on this, so I'm going to wait a little bit, and we're going to go Lumberjack. Now, I waited because now we have pressure on both lanes, so at least if he goes for like an eye tower or something, you know, it won't really work as well because we have dual pressure down. See, nice. So we forced out the Inferno Tower, which is huge. We're going to drop another Rage, keep this alive, and it's going to do so much damage on the tower. Yep, beautiful. And just like that, we're back in the game. Not even back in the game, we're winning. So we're looking really good. If he goes in for the barrel, we should have enough for arrows. Awesome. And now this is a good time to go in for the... Oh no, I fat fingered it. Oops. That was my fault. That I had the elixir to do it. I just misclicked. So we're fine. Just need to make sure I don't cycle any of my 4 elixir cards in the back and give him like a really big arrows value. I'm going to wait here. I'll eat these and see if he goes in for a princess. But that evil Lumberjack forcing out the Inferno Tower is like kind of an example of our best chances at winning. It's going to be stuff like that. Yeah, we caught the princess. That's pretty huge. Alright, we're going to go Rune Giant like this. He'll probably just go Eye Tower. E-Wiz, I don't think is going to snipe it. Yeah, good on him. I don't want to spam too much stuff at the bridge either because he can just rocket it. So I need to be very, very mindful like when I am spamming cards. Like I don't want to give him a ton of value. So we're just going to go Rage Arrows, and we shouldn't take any damage. It's really important to spot the barrel like that, so that way you can make that play. Let's go like this. And this is going to be awkward AF for him to defend. Okay, let's get ready. This is great arrows onto everything. We can go for a last second Rage. Keep it alive. And my boy is probably cooked. Yeah, GG's. He can't get that Lumberjack off of his tower more than likely. So super clean win there against Logbait. Like I said, you would think Logbait would just kind of give me the work, but this deck is so awkward. It forces out the most awkward of defenses, mainly because of the evil Lumberjack, and you can just take their entire tower. So GG's to that guy. We played a little better. We'll see you in the next match. All right, up here against Real G for Life. Nice name. We're going to see what we're up against. And another thing that's really cool about this deck is both of the Evos are like, they're one cycle. So having one cycle Evos is like, you get to them pretty quickly. And they're usually aligned, which is nice because you usually play one and then you get to the other relatively quickly. So unfortunate. I mean, I cycled my P.E.K.K.A. That was probably not the best play. Or sorry, I cycled my Mega Knight and it was probably not the best play. But it is what it is. We have pretty good answers for P.E.K.K.A. We have so much high DPS in this deck. I mean, Inferno Dragon. We have the Mighty Miner, which is essentially a grounded Inferno Dragon. So we're going to be all right. Hopefully. No, we're not going to be all right because of that yuckin' wizard of electricity. So we're going to go like this. And I'm going to try to somehow save my tower here, but I don't know if it's likely. Yeah, okay, we saved our tower there. I mean, all of that started because I cycled my Mega Knight. You know, a little greedy, but it is what it is. Curious to see how he defends this. Like a bandit or something? Like a kite, maybe? Yeah, he does go for a kite, but he sacrifices his whole bandit. I might rage this up. No, I should have raged it sooner. That was such a bad rage. No! If I raged it sooner, I could have taken care of the bandit and got on the tower. So, good idea. Poor execution and timing. So, it's all good. I am going to cycle my Lumberjack. I'm bummed I just used the Rage, so I don't have it to support it. But I really just hope it forces out his P.E.K.K.A. That would be a win for me, because then it would be pretty easier for us to defend the P.E.K.K.A. And I don't know what he's thinking, because that's going to do so much damage onto the tower, right? And then even more damage onto the P.E.K.K.A. It is just interesting. The problem is... Okay, we're going to Rage this all up. Not Rage it all up. We're going to boost it with the Rune Giant. Arrows onto it. And this is going to be a fine defense. It's not going to be a great defense, but we survived the Evo P.E.K.K.A. And that's his whole shtick, right? Is like getting as much value out of the Evo P.E.K.K.A. as possible. So we lived at the end of the day. I'm happy with that. We're going to go Lumberjack like this because it'll take out the E-Wiz. I'm going to go high Mighty Miner. It's going to be a lot of damage onto my tower. I don't think I can eat this whole battle ram. Alrighty. Let's Go Eva's to the side, last second. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. All we need is one big push, so we'll see if we can withstand all of this pressure from my opponent. Pop this ability here. That's good arrows onto both of the wizards. Let's see if we can withstand the test of time here. Oh, wow. The BM is crazy. We're going to go like this to save our tower. Now I really want to win. I wasn't that locked in, but now I'm like extra locked because of the BM. And I see played the Ghost, maybe like just in case I like raged or something like that, but we didn't rage, which is nice. Okay. Let's do this because he doesn't have his E-Wiz. Okay. We gotta go all in here. We gotta beat his battle ram that's probably gonna come down. Because that's the only way we win. I don't think we can like really defend too much. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I had a hit with the BM. He was BMing me, so really good recognition there. So much DPS. When you go all in, it is really, really difficult to defend. So we're going to flex a little bit of emotes. We're going to hold that W, and I'll see you in the next match. All right. In our next game against T-Wov. And I hope that like seeing this gameplay has like encouraged you to try it. I mean, I'm not the best with this deck. Like I said, this isn't my normal deck archetype, but it's always fun to play something new. We're going to go Mega Knight like this. It'll push back the Hog Rider a little bit, and I think it limits it to one shot, so we'll see. I'm considering, not considering, I want to spam with this because it'll make it harder to activate King Tower. A really good player will still get King Tower activated. Yeah, he ended up having to rock it. Nice, nice. This is huge. Great damage. Nice, he still gets it activated anyway. So we're going to give him the well played. I mean, if you're running this deck, their opponent's going to activate King Tower. It's kind of like if you're on Firecracker or something like that. You need to expect that is going to be a possibility. Not even a possibility, that it's probably going to happen. So we should have good defenses against Hog. I don't know 100% the variant yet, like what he's running, but he's running Hog NATO. Oh, it's probably the Viper deck, like Hog NATO Executioner. That'd be my guess. Yeah, it is Viper deck. So Hog Xe NATO Rocket is what it's going to be. Yeah, good defense by my opponent, but man, look at that boosted Inferno Dragon. It's crazy. That boosted Inferno Dragon melts everything. Like everything. It's nuts, man. Yeah, we'll see what he does here. I think he might go Goblins or something. Yeah, great prediction. Great prediction. He's going to be like, how does he defend this? Xe? And then we can go for a Rage. I guess he can NATO this, though, so I probably shouldn't go for the Rage. Maybe, I mean, forcing out the NATO wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now he has to NATO this, so yeah, I was going to say 2 Elixir. Oh, it's still going to get on the tower. No, he should have NATO'd it towards the King. Oh, that was tough. Yeah, so Hog Xe NATO, if we play this right, really shouldn't be that close of a game. Evo Mega Knight shuts down the Hog. He could rocket this. I think it'd be pretty aggressive to rocket a 4 Elixir card and to not even take it off the map. So we're gonna continue to try and not give rocket value. So I'm gonna drop this, but probably nothing else. He doesn't have any reset in this deck for, you know, a lot of our big pressure cards. Okay, he does go for the rocket. At the end of the day, I'm cool with that. Still gonna say, you know, still gonna try and say, hey, this lane is closed for business. Don't come in this lane. Pause. Cool. We're gonna wait. Go for the Mega Knight. Really good on him, like splitting up our pressure, but he has no cheap cards in hand for the Lumberjack. Yeah, so we're gonna pop this ability. Ooh, a little too late, I guess. And I'm gonna support this, and then go Lumberjack opposite lane. The Lumberjack by itself is a really, really big threat. Oh, Inferno Dragon. He has to NATO the Inferno Dragon. I raged it up. Nice, nice. Inferno Dragon's gonna take his whole tower. Yeah, dude, there's just so much pressure. It's so much pressure, man. He hasn't even really been able to go in for a Hog Rider, because every time he goes in for a Hog Rider, it's just super easy. It's like he spends 6 Elixir and gets like 1 shot on our tower, and it's just really difficult for him to defend. So GG's to this guy. Shoutouts to Viper. I'm sure Viper would have washed me, but, you know, he played it really well, and this deck is hard to defend for a reason. Even with the Tornado, he couldn't stop the Evil Lumberjack, so it's just satisfying all around. I'm going to hold it, and I'll catch you in our next match. Alright, into the final game here. I think this guy had some nice accolades. I glanced at his banner. Shoutouts to you for watching. I feel like I've been getting a lot of love on my channel recently, like a lot of new viewers, so Hog again. If you're one of the people that has just recently started me or, you know, engaging with my content, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and all the positivity on my channel. If you made it this far in the video, you're a real one, so shoutouts to you. Okay, I think my opponent's going to activate his King Tower. No, he doesn't. He actually just is going to melt my Inferno Dragon. So we're just going to go like this. Take the arrows value. And he's going to be running a different variant of Hog. So I'll probably keep this in the video because it is a different variant. This is going to get 2 shots on my tower, probably. Yeah, nice try, Lumberjack. So probably Hog EQ Firecracker, more traditional Hog deck, as opposed to the Hog XE NATO deck. So it should be a little harder for him to activate King Tower without the NATO. But I think this is going to be a worse matchup. Definitely winnable, because like I said, one push is all it takes, but it'll just be difficult. I need to get to the point where he like overcommits a little bit on offense. We'll see though. I think we timed this not quite perfectly. Yeah, we didn't, unfortunately. Let's do this. I can rage up the other side if we need to. But he has to defend this, so he can't... yeah, he just does that. Nice. He still needs to spend on this, right? If I rage it up, let's go rage, maybe catch skeletons. Oh, almost. Nah, doesn't work out for us, but it's all good. We're still going to get a lot of damage. Raged Ewiz does so much. We're actually going to eat a little bit of damage here. I think I have to. I could have gone Lumberjack, but I think this is better, to be honest. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, interesting. Really well played on the building. The building doesn't get pushed back by the Mega Knight, so my man knows what he's doing. He knows the interactions. I get it. Really well played. We're going to be ready for the Hog. I want to play my Lumberjack low so it gets boosted, okay? And we're going to go like this. We're going to get ready to go in with all out spam. Let's go like this, like this. The second life of the Lumberjack is going to go crazy here, at least ideally. Yeah, that tower is going to get melted. We're going to rage to keep everything alive. And we're going to get our arrows down. And this is just going to shred the tower. And that's what I'm talking about, dude. It's too much. It's always too much, man. That is what the Rune Giant is. That is what the Rune Giant does. All of these boosted troops. It's crazy. Alright. We'll see if he goes in. I mean, he could still kind of take my tower, but I feel like he probably just gave up. So we're going to go Mega Knight here. And we're going to rage it up, and this is not going to touch my tower. So GG's, 2 wins against Hog, and 2 different players, 2 different decks. Really satisfied with how he played. And this deck is a lot of fun, so please consider giving it a try. I'm going to see you in the outro right now. And that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot and try it for yourself. I'll also put the link to this deck in the YouTube description so you can just open it inside of the app. But dude, give it a try. It's so fun, so different than anything else that I've ever played. And it's just refreshing to try something new that is kind of overpowered. So shout outs to Evo Lumberjack, shout outs to Rune Giant, and shout outs to you for making it this far in the video. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And I really hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out.